For you N-scale fans, I'm going to be getting out the running road, the running layout, because today, later on today, I expect to have the Santa Fe El Capitan Cato train set here. Three things today I want to talk about. One is I want to add some interest over here, some fabricated beam bridges, spans. I want them low. Something like this. Something that won't interfere too much with running. The subway that comes out right here, out to the beach, the tunnel to the beach, it passes through like this. I mean, not really, but, you know, imaginary. So I want to put some fake fabricated girders to indicate there are spans involved here. And this one goes down here. The others will sit on top of the surface, but indicate that they actually go down under the ballast to some extent. I'm working on that. That's one thing I'm working on. The other thing I've been working on here recently is I just completed a second batch of these little trees. They're kind of baby trees. I don't know if you'll see it or not on camera, but these on this end are a little bit more see-through than the ones down on this end, starting about right here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you like the video, how about giving me a thumbs up? Just click the little thumb there. Yeah, these are kind of fun to make. They're real easy. It's just a single wire and use static grass. I use 12mm static grass to make to put the limbs on, so to speak. I don't know if those really, limb to me is something pretty substantial. These are just like twiggy things. Yeah, they turned out cool. I made 2 batches. I used 1 wire for each batch. I used 3 wires to a batch, which made 12 trees. The 3 wires, I think I don't know how long they are, 14 inches, 12 inches, something. I got them at Michael's, and I actually already had the wires. So I thought, you know, it won't cost me anything. I don't have to go to the store to get anything. I'll just use the static grass I already have and the wires that I have in my tree building kit, and, you know, try making some. And yeah, they're fun. Actually, I think I might have gotten that wrong. I think the transparent ones are down at this end. Ones you can see through a little bit more. It has to do with the way I flocked them. You have to make sure that you put your matte medium on pretty thin. Don't saturate the static grass with it. Just sort of paint on at the surface, a very light coat. Well, it's not really a coat. You're just dabbing a little on thinly. I think this tree illustrates what I'm talking about as far as the see-through aspects. You need something light behind it where you can't really experience the see-through aspect. But you can make them in various sizes. I made little ones and medium-sized ones and bigger ones. They're all kind of small though because of the shape. Like 2.5 inches, maybe 3 tops, as opposed to the 6 or 8 or even 10-inch tall trees that I have made of other designs. and I want to set it up and run it as soon as it arrives. So I'm going to shoot some video of that. I'll run it with the F7s, the 4 F7s that I already have. But this is the high level, what Amtrak now calls superliners. They got the idea from the Santa Fe, because the Santa Fe was running the high level trains on their chair car trains. In other words, if you're not familiar, the Santa Fe Chief was a sleeper train. And El Capitan, the second train that they ran from Chicago to Los Angeles, was a chair car train. The chair car train, El Capitan, used high-level rail cars, very similar to the Amtrak superliners of today. And that's what I'm hoping will be here later today. When it gets here, I'm going to set this up and run some trains on it. I'm going to run the train on it. It should be pretty exciting. So stand by for that. Well, here it is. And there it is. Even has some Cato display track. I'm not going to display it though. I'm going to keep it in the box and keep it in my drawers full of N-scale stuff. Or I think I will, as long as it'll fit in there. And maybe it won't fit. Anyway, we'll see. Well, it looks good. I hope it runs okay. You never know until you get them on the track and you pull them around and see how they run.